Hello everybody, how y'all doing? It's your boy Lil Spunkz here today, coming with a new video. Okay, since they came out with some new MCU material throughout the last few months, I felt like I should give an updated version of my MCU tier list. I did an MCU tier list with a couple friends like a couple months ago. We basically did it in the LTTP podcast. But this is a new improved one, and this is actually my list, so this is my input, because I had a lot of stuff that I didn't agree with in that tier list that people were saying in there. So this is my personal tier list, and I'm just updating it to see what might have changed or my perspective on things nowadays, of if I think the movie's worse or better, and I'm going to be adding the new movies that are in here and the new TV shows that's been in here. So I'm gonna give my automatic S's first from start to best. So Civil War, automatic S. Infinity War, automatic S. Winter Soldier, automatic S. These are like the no-brainer ones that like I would never change ever in life. These are my S tiers for life. So these are just the one I'm putting, and I got it in chronological order. So Endgame, where's Endgame? Endgame is an automatic S. So first we got Captain America, the First Avenger. This movie was pretty like average. I know a lot of people complain and say it's kind of boring. I thought it was some kind of interesting things in it. I thought Red Skull was alright, even though he kind of looked disinterested. But this is definitely like the weakest Captain America movie by far. Like, all Captain America movies is great except for this one. So I'm gonna give this one C. I might change my mind after. So Captain Marvel. I thought people actually was hating on Captain Marvel pretty much a lot. I didn't think it was as bad of a movie as people thought it was. But it's kind of like mid though. But I definitely enjoyed it. Some people say it was horrible and it was trash. I don't agree with that at all. I feel like it has some compelling things going on. I just don't like the whole reveal about how Nick Fury lost his eye. That was like pretty stupid. The Ronan Accuser stuff, they like kind of rushed it. But Captain Marvel, probably give that a C too. I think it's better than Captain America, the First Avenger though. So the first Iron Man. So this movie right here is probably one of the most diverse movies in this whole thing, or probably that or Eternals right now. And Eternal just came out like 2 days ago. So people think Iron Man 1 is S tier and one of the greatest Marvel movies ever made. And some people think it's overrated and it's boring. Where I see it, I kind of think it's a great movie, and I don't see why people don't appreciate that. Do I think it's S tier? Nah. Like, I used to think it was S tier till like I got my perspective on it. It's like, it's not a perfect movie at all. So I'm gonna give Iron Man 1 an A. So Iron Man 2 on the other hand, Iron Man 2 is the worst out of the Iron Man movies. This was bad, bro. Like, this was bad. With Whiplash and all the other stuff going on, the whole final sequence was complete dog shit, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I hated the ending of this movie. 90% of it was bad to me. Only like the Nick Fury and Black Widow stuff. And the stuff where they was teasing like Captain America and a relationship with Iron Man and his father. But this, I'll put it in D, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Incredible Hulk. This movie right here got a massive fan base, bro. Like, this is in cult classic status. Like, some people love this movie like to the most. This is one of their favorite Marvel movies, MCU movies, and most people, a lot of people that is not like into the MCU spheres wouldn't even know that this is an MCU movie. So my thoughts on it, I actually like the Bruce Banner in this one more than the original Hulk. I thought he felt more like a Bruce Banner. With Mark Ruffalo, it feel like he comes off as too goofy some of the time. So The fight with the Abomination was amazing. That's the main reason people love that fight. It was an amazing fight, amazing CGI fight. I really like it, so I'm gonna give it a B. Thor was bad, bro. And Avengers and all that, this was by far the worst. So I'm gonna give Thor a D, right behind Iron Man 2. I really didn't like it. I felt uninterested. It was boring. The only thing that was good about it was like Loki, and Thor didn't become himself until later on in the film. So the first Avengers movie, this movie was pretty amazing, bro. For a time that people didn't even think that they could even make this type of stuff happen and it be able to work. And they exceeded a lot of expectations. I'm going to give Avengers a B, but I'm going to put it ahead of the Incredible Hulk, because I think definitely think it's better than Incredible Hulk. So Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 I thought was actually a pretty solid movie until they trolled me with the Mandarin stuff, which I completely was disgusted by for so many, probably even a decade. Because I went with my cousin to go see this like probably a decade ago when she took me there. And I was like fully shocked because I was actually a big Mandarin fan, even though a lot of people don't really know about the Mandarin itself. Because I play Ultimate Alliance a lot, and I was actually watching the animated series a lot for the Avengers and Iron Man most of the time. But they trolled me hard, and then they got the one dude that act like the one dude with some type of cosmic radiation power or something like that, and he was like, oh, I'm the real Mandarin. And I was like, bullshit. It was wrong when they came out with all the Iron Mans, but that dropped it very low. But I do got some more appreciation now for it since they revealed the real Mandarin later on, so it kind of get bumped up. So I'm gonna give it a C. But I think it's better than Captain Marvel and the first Avenger. Thor: The Dark World will always be in trash, bro. Always. It will never move. This will always be the only movie that'll be deserved in trash, bro. Thor: The Dark World is the worst Marvel movie ever. It is the worst Marvel movie ever made. I'm not even gonna sit here and cap. So I'll move on. Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one. It deserves a lot of appreciation just from what Guardians of the Galaxy was beforehand and what it is now. It got its movies and it got its own video games that are all fire. Like everything that Guardians of the Galaxy produced was fire. It was unique. It was one of the best tag team movies ever, with a bunch of misfits characters that like are not similar to each other at all. It was a very, very good movie. I'm going to give Guardians 1 an A. Just because how it exceeded its expectations and just how popular it got from it just being one of the most unknown groups ever in Marvel to become one of the most like successful out of all of Marvel. Guardians 2, I feel like it was a little worse than Guardians 1, only for some things, but it was definitely funny too. I feel it's just a tiny bit worse, but I'm gonna put it in B, cause the whole ego like twist, it was kind of weird, but I understand it. Age of Ultron. So with the introduction of Ultron and Vision, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, which they killed off Quicksilver instantly because Marvel already had a Quicksilver and there was a whole debut going on. But Avengers Age of Ultron, I feel, was worse than Avengers was, the first one. So I'm gonna put it at like the bottom of B, because it's definitely not worse than these three, but it was pretty average of itself. It's just like a little bit more than average. AntMan. So AntMan 1, it really surprised me with Paul Rudd, but it still felt like an average movie that like it didn't break any walls for anything. I'm gonna give it also a B behind this. Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, I love Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, I feel like was a great movie. I love the scenes. I love the powers. I love the visual effects of everything that went on in this movie. The thing with Dormammu was great. I think some people will put it in the category of like an average movie. I think it's more than average. Of like this, because I don't know why I really love this movie. Like, I don't know why. It just felt different. Doctor Strange get an A to me, bro. I'm not gonna lie, he get an A. But it's at the bottom of A. Spider-Man Homecoming. I love this movie. I actually thought this was actually an excellent movie. I used to actually think it was S tier, and a lot of people thought it was like an S tier movie until like recently, to like where people start like trying to like basically downplay like Tom Holland's Spider-Man movies. And I understand why. I can see the perspective of why people are not interested in the movies. Like, not even interested, like, in the way they did Spider-Man in the movies. Because they feel like this Spider-Man be relying too much on different heroes. Because different heroes that he don't need to. Because Spider-Man is the biggest superhero of all time. Like, financial wise and like popularity wise, Spider-Man is the biggest thing ever. So why is he like leeching on to Iron Man as like a role model and a father figure when he's less popular than him? And I understand that, but like that itself do not like disregard the movies, but I see why people is like angry. I thought Spider-Man Homecoming was an excellent movie, bro. Like, the Vulture was a great villain. He was a great villain. Some people might have forgot about him because it was a smaller scale movie and he was like a smaller scale villain, but he was like a great villain. Spider-Man gets an A. I think it's better than these two, for sure. Black Widow. Okay, so we're in the new movie territory. Black Widow. I thought it was alright. Some people really trashed it. Some people say it's feminist. I actually see some of the feminist things on here. And it's not just me saying it's feminist or anybody else. Females actually was saying this movie was kind of feminist. It has some slow parts. I actually was interested in some parts. I hate the plot twist. And Taskmaster is the worst villain in the MCU history, period. Like, from a comic book to movie adaptation scale, Taskmaster is the worst. It did not feel like a Taskmaster in the slightest. He didn't have any dialogue until the end of the movie when he said father, or she said father. They had this dumb plot twist to where I seen from a mile away, because as soon as I seen that it said Black Widow blew up a building and killed the little girl, I knew the little girl wasn't there and it was going to be the Taskmaster, which was lame. But Marvel does this all the time. I'm just sick and tired of it. Like, my bad, I'm kind of sick, so don't mind how I'm sounding, but I was sick and tired of it. And the Taskmaster was just lame. It was the lamest stuff out of all of the movies. It really dragged down the movie a lot, so Black Widow gets like a C, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's at the bottom. It's at the bottom of C. Matter of fact, no, it's in C. Black Panther. Black Panther is another excellent movie. Like, Marvel did not drop the ball on Black Panther at all. Like, it kind of is overrated, because some people praise this thing to the high heavens and say it's even better than Civil War, which I don't see at all, and I don't understand why people think that at all. And it had, speaking as a black person, it got a lot of overrated just because it was predominantly black focused. And I'm a black person that's saying this, so don't say I don't like my own people, because this was really happening. Like, I even seen somebody post some stupid like thing saying that like Stan Lee was racist, even though he made the Black Panther character. It was like they said it for no reason, bro. I was like, bro, it was just this post that was like said that. It was just like dumb, but it was a really good movie. Like, Killmonger was a great villain. T'Challa's development and understanding about being a king was great. T'Challa, like, confronting his father about him not taking him in and stuff like that. I felt like it was very emotional. And this is not an average movie at all. This is above average, so it's going to A. It's top of A. It's better than all these movies right here. Thor Ragnarok. The best Thor movie by far. Thor Ragnarok was great as well. I actually really love this movie a lot. Like, it was fun, it was funny, it had a different tone. I actually like I like the Thor, like his adaptation in this movie. I like way more than the other movies. The whole thing with the Hulk, Hela was a great villain. The Surtur tease, the Surtur destroying the planet, the whole Infinity War tease was great. The fight with Hulk and Thor was great. Him having his lightning powers was great. It was just a great movie, bro. I don't know what else to say. It's A, and I think it's better than all these movies right here. And the whole thing with their father and stuff. Ant-Man and the Wasp, pretty average. I think it's like the same as the original Ant-Man. It kind of like felt the same. But it's just the only thing was the villain was a little better. Okay, so now we're in Loki. Loki, the TV show. So Loki, to me, was the best MCU TV show that they had on Disney Plus. Like, even though it had less action than the other two, I feel like story-wise it was great. The variations of Loki and him finding out about Kang the Conqueror's like secret, and like the whole thing about the timelines and stuff like that. Like, it was a roller coaster, bro. It was a roller coaster. Loki was gas, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Loki was kind of gas. Like, for just mostly a narratively focused show, like to where they mostly focus on the story, it was excellent. I'll give Loki an A. But yeah, I think it's better than Doctor Strange, and I think it's better than Guardians. Spider-Man Far From Home, I think is just a slightly bit better than Homecoming, because I like Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio better. It was very compelling, and like the twist of turns was great. But WandaVision. So WandaVision. Oh, I had so many problems with this show, bro. At first, it was gas. At first, it was lit, bro. At first, it was lit. The first 2 episodes was kind of mid, though, but the other episodes was like lit. Like, it was a whole bunch of theories going on. It was all the way to the end. The main thing that was compelling about WandaVision was the theories. And damn near none of the theories happened, which was very, very, very disappointing. But it all comes down to expectations. Like, me, I expected too much from this. Like, they was talking about bringing out villains that they didn't bring out. They were talking about how Wanda was going to become a mutant, which he doesn't. The whole thing with Quicksilver was capped, where they showed the Quicksilver from the X-Men universe and put him in this one, but it was a whole bunch of cap. He was just a nobody character they just added just to poke fun at us, which was like very disappointing. So I don't know, at the end when the theories didn't happen, I'm not gonna lie, it dragged the whole show down, because don't say you wasn't expecting anything just like this. Like, bro, everybody was expecting something. It was theories every day, which was keeping the WandaVision show interesting. But none of the theories actually happened. Like, they was planting seeds for stuff to happen that actually did not happen, which was very annoying. Which was very, very annoying, bro. So, WandaVision, they had a lot of good moments too. I don't want to put it in C though, bro. They had a lot of good moments. It's just the stuff that we was expecting to happen didn't happen, so it kind of dragged it down. But I'm gonna put it at the bottom of B, bro. Falcon and Winter Soldier. I thought at the beginning, I didn't like the beginning for real, but it start picking up. It did start picking up. I like the whole thing about the villain Captain America thing and passing the torch on the Falcon. That was interesting. And it was kind of weird that Sharon Carter actually becomes a villain at the end. The whole ending was kind of weird to me, bro. I didn't like the ending. The only thing I liked it was the Falcon actually becoming Captain America. But I'm gonna put it in B, but ahead of these because I actually like it more. It's actually way better than WandaVision though, so it's kind of weird. So ShangChi was gas, bro. I'm not gonna lie. ShangChi was gas. It's definitely the best movie that came out since not since Infinity War, since Endgame came out. You cannot argue that at all, bro. Like, cause Marvel been hit and miss lately, like for real. Shang-Chi was one of the most beautiful Marvel movies they had. It looked amazing. The scenery was amazing. The relationship with his family was amazing. I don't think it was any character that you didn't like in this movie. Except for like Trevor, the fake Mandarin from the Iron Man 3 movie. But I was never gonna like him in the first place. So I thought the Mandarin was a great villain. The real Mandarin I thought was a great villain. The fights was cool. It felt like a live action anime, like Dragon Ball Evolution. Take notes, bro. When he started summoning dragons and shit, I'm like, oh my god, this is beautiful. The whole thing about him trying to like repent from him like murdering a man, which I thought they was gonna say he didn't kill him, but I actually think it's good that he did and he trying to repent because it adds some more depth to his character. So it's an A, and I actually think it's better than Black Panther. I'm not gonna lie. So Eternals, the one we all been waiting for, the one that just came out, Eternals, is it S tier? Fuck no. Hell no. Hell no. When I watched this movie, I was like, bro, what am I watching? I'm like, bro, what the hell am I watching? I'm sitting there in the movie theaters, literally bored as shit. Like, bro, could something happen? Could something happen? I had a lot of problems with this movie. Like, I had a problem with how slow it felt. Now, like, and here's what I'm trying to say here. Like, I'm trying to basically say that out of all the movies that I put up here, the only two characters that I didn't know about, or groups that I didn't know about Shang-Chi at all, and the Eternals at all. But the difference between Shang-Chi was, it was only one person. The Eternal got 10 niggas on there that they trying to focus on, which is like, bruh, I didn't care about any of those characters. Like, Angelina Jolie couldn't save this movie. It was a lot of dumb stuff that they was doing. Like, it's a lot of stuff that didn't make sense that they was doing. Icarus felt like a broken, like a knockoff Superman, like, with less powers. And then he goes to the sun and tries to kill himself on some Superman type hype, where I'm like, bruh, come on. They literally have a Celestial about to destroy the planet and no Avenger shows up. Which is ridiculous. Like, it's different from like Spider-Man having like, or like Falcon and Winter Soldier having low level threat villains like C or D class villains, but you got like an S tier Thanos type villain about to destroy Earth and not a single Avenger shows up. Captain Marvel ain't show up. Scarlet Witch ain't show up. Thor ain't show up. It's like, bro, this is stupid. A whole bunch of flashbacks in this movie where it's like, my goodness, bro. They will start moving, and then they hit you with a flashback, and it instantly slow down the momentum. It's like, bro, what the fuck? Oh my god. But it has some cool things. I like the fight with Icarus at the end when they all was trying to jump him and stuff, and a girl like beat him up. The end credits was gas. The only thing I was really interested in was when the Celestials started telling the truth about what the Eternals are, and like when they try to say that like they couldn't help with the Avengers fight Thanos because they only in deviant matters or some shit. I literally was in the theaters and I said bullshit, because Thanos is a deviant and he's an Eternal. So like, why would you help when one of your own is about to destroy Earth and you were there the whole time? You're there for seven centuries. You're there for 7,000 years, and you don't even attempt to know that Thanos he's born by 2 Eternals and he's a deviant. And you didn't know that? But I can understand why they couldn't know, because you can say the Celestials was lying to them the whole time about what's name, which is kind of confirmed that they was lying. I'm gonna give it a D, bro. People are saying this is the worst Marvel movie, worst MCU movie that they ever made. I don't think so, but it's definitely at the bottom for sure. I'll put it between this. So there you have it. Thank you for watching. This is my tier list. Like, subscribe, and let me know how you feel in the comments. Bye bye.